Vikings, Jets, coming up here on EA Sports. East Rutherford, New Jersey is the site for today's matchup. I don't know which team has the better tight end, but I do know that could very well be the difference in this game today.
Well, if you made me choose between the two, I'll tell you what. I'll just say you take one. I don't care who you take. I'll take the other one because they're both that good. They can do it all. As I say, you hear me say it every once in a while. They're all in one. That means they can do anything you want.
And with that kick, we're underway. Powell's got it. And he's tackled right at about the 28. The Vikings go with the dime formation here on defense. First down at the 28. Grab the space by Ivory. That's a pickup for 14.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
First down at the 42. The entire league. Almost impossible to tackle at times. Chris Ivory.
He acts like his job is on the line every single time he has the football in his hands. And you said it right, Jim. He runs hard. He's not afraid of contact, and he can break tackles. The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
Morrow with the reception. And he's out of bounds.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
The Jets are going to call on the punting team. And he punts it, and it's going to sail out of bounds. Trying to play kick away from that dangerous returner. The Jets with a nickel look here on defense. There's the marker. It comes out. That snap was not in time. It'll be a delay of game call.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
First down at the 17. Airing it out. Makes the play. And they are in on Peterson.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
The the Vikings break huddle and show a jumbo look. Handle at the I formation.
Peterson's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
The Vikings from the 27. Good run in here.
Here they come to the line of scrimmage, the 21-yard line.
The Jets defense now loading up, extending pass with a dime defense. First down and 10. And Richardson's the one who made the big stop. The Vikings take it from the 23. McKinnon has the catch. He'll pick up 7 this time. Third and 5. Looking across the middle. Picks up about 5.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
It's first down as they head to the line. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Peterson. Davis is there to take it down.
Mike Wallace was dealt to the Vikings from Miami after the Dolphins had acquired him a couple of years before in free agency. Paid a lot of money for him. Things did not work out in Miami, but what about here in Minnesota?
Jim Norton is the offensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings. And one thing about him, he likes to run the football, but he likes a fast wide receiver like Mike Wallace so they can get those big pass plays down the field.
They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
The Jets lined up in the nickel. Takes it from the eye. Davis there to make the stop. The offense back out of the field here for this 4th and short play. One more snap and that'll end the quarter. Welcome back, folks. We're getting set for the start of the next quarter. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. And the second quarter is underway. Forcing it across for the touchdown. Early in the second quarter, they've staked themselves to the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, listen, don't start looking at that scoreboard, though. It's too early in the game. You just got to keep playing. Don't worry about winning and losing, but it's nice to be on top.
Runs up to grab it at the 4. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Jets line up. Been a tight first half. The score's 7-0. First down at the 24. Smith taking over, and they get the sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack. The D-line now shifted into a spread look. They are getting ready to rush that quarterback. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Down at the 41.
The old-fashioned way of picking up big yardage is running the fly route on the outside. Show the speed of the receiver and the strength of the quarterback's arm. What a nice completion.
Smith 3 for 3 with that completion. And for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Smith's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
And Ivory's going to secure the handoff. Griffin's in on the tackle.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
And Ivory's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. He's brought down right around the 43-yard line.
Ivory's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
Smith's lined up. Two tight ends set.
Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Coming to the line at the 32.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. First down at the 32. And Ivory's tackled down after a gain of 2. The Jets will take the snap from the 30. Ball is out. Recovery by the offense.
Nice job by the offense that time, even though they fumbled the football quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
Fortunate to still have the football, recovering that fumble and facing third down. Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Video brings it in for the score in the end zone. Midway through the second quarter, and they've managed to tie this game.
Yeah, you know what happens when you tie a game up in a situation like this midway in the second quarter? It just gives you confidence in everything that you prepared to do during the week of practice. So both teams got to be feeling good. This should be fun to watch.
And now Patterson gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Vikings now come to the line. Second quarter of a tie game. Scores 7-7. First down at the 24. And it's picked up by Cromartie. He's brought to a halt. Phil, how about the timeliness of this interception midway through the second quarter?
Jim, anytime you make an interception on the defensive side, that's a good time, no question. A good time for the defense, the football team. Now we'll see if the offense can take advantage of that.
The Jets have it at the 29. And Ivory's tackled down at the 29. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Smith's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Second and 10. Ivory with the catch. And he gains maybe 3.
There wasn't much there that time, so good job by the quarterback just throwing the ball and getting the catch and just getting a couple yards.
Third down after the completion. Smith is in the shotgun. Smith's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
try this one from 43.
The kick is good. And taking the lead just before the half will definitely have them feeling a little more positive as they head into the break.
Oh, yeah, it gives you a little pep in your step, no question about it. Nothing like leading at halftime, knowing that all the work you did during the week has got you in a good frame of mind right now.
The Vikings are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
The Vikings have it at the 24. Launches it down the field. Clutch catch. He's into the open. He's in the clear. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Phil, they have the lead now here late in the second thanks to that touchdown. And they should have it, in fact, when we go to the intermission.
Oh, now you see in the future, huh? So you know those things. No, I'm just kidding, of course, Jim. Like to have a little fun with you every once in a while. But, hey, nice drive by the offense. That puts them in a great frame of mind going into halftime here soon.
The Jets will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays that keeps the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down here and feel good.
Games 16. The Jets are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Smith is in the shotgun. The Jets now move the chains.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
Smith's completion percentage, 80% on the day.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
Smith's got it in the gun. Wants to go deep. The ball is jarred loose.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field. Nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
This will probably be the last play of the first half. The Jets snap it at the 41. Pass is intercepted. Neither offense able to pull away in a first half. This saw 2 defenses matching each other step for step. Larry Ridley coming up next to break down this first half. In the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
First down at the 24. Here's the handoff to Adrian Peterson. Second down coming up. The Vikings come to the line of scrimmage and show a full house.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And there's a drop.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's third and long, and you always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances. Look at that. Everybody from the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
Third and a long way to go.
Wright's got the catch and the first.
On his way. This offense can't be stopped on third down no matter the distance.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Now first and 10.
Got the completion. 6 for the Vikings. And that touchdown puts them in the driver's seat. Early stages of the second half.
You know, somewhere along the line, you got to take a stand, and you just got to say, I've had enough. And on the defensive side, they didn't do that in that drive, so maybe they could come out on the offensive side, find a way to score some points and get back into this game.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Jets just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Wasting little time.
I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
Third down on the way. The Jets will look to get to the 29 to pick up a first.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving them hand signals.
The Jets elect to go for it and bypass the punt on fourth down. The Jets line up, split backfield. Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Jets take it from the 23.
Looking to go down the field here.
The ball is taken out of his hands.
The Jets that time go for it on fourth down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
The Vikings have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the third quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.
And throw it over the middle. Ball's halfway down.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
Richmond's completion percentage, 80% on the day. 2nd and 7 on the way. Three-step drop. It's Davis with the sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Loss of 4 on the play. That is just a killer. Delay of game against the offense.
Something you can control. Snap of the football before the play clock runs out. The quarterback's got to read the defense, make sure his guys are aligned, and also watch the play clock.
Third and long.
to attempt the field goal. And he puts it through for 3. We're heading into the 4th, and it looks like they've seized control of this game with that field goal.
I think they have. And you know what you do? You kick that field goal, you're looking up at the clock, and you're deciding how many times can the opponent have the football? What should we do? Manage the game from here on out.
Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Jets take the field here. Their last possession ended with a very crazy decision going for it on 4th down from their own territory. An unusual decision, to say the least.
I don't know if it's unusual. We see this all the time from this guy. So it's when you're going to learn. You know, I guess when you pile up enough losses, you'll finally say, hey, I want to win a game. I'm going to manage it differently. But in those situations, you should play.
Okay, if you were playing the game right now, what would you have done with that last possession?
I absolutely would have punted it without a question.
Here we have 2nd down. 2 tight ends on the field here. And Ivory's taking it on the screen. Still powering ahead.
When you pick up 1st downs against the defense, they will get tired. That's a nice job by the offense getting the 1st down, even though they're losing here in the game.
About a minute and a half to go in the 3rd quarter with a 1st down play coming up. The Vikings set at the line. Dime package.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
1st down. Quickly to the line. 1st down at the 48. And it's batted down.
There's a difference. When you play zone, you drop back and you watch the quarterback and you react to the football. When you're playing man-to-man, all you're worried about is where that receiver goes. You try to shadow him, look for the football, and try to make a play.
Smith is in the shotgun.
It's caught by Devin Smith.
And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the 1st down. Time for the hurry-up offense. Press coverage all the way. Intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Vikings have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down, don't get conservative, keep it going, try to score points, and just dominate the other team.
The Vikings offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
I'll say this, when you're in a situation like this, 3rd long and you're winning here, if you throw the football, fire the coach. And I'm just saying that because I don't think there's any chance they're going to throw the football in this situation.
On the way, 3rd down. The Vikings will line up the 1st down markers right at the 31-yard line.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Dropping back 3. Almost intercepted.
On the offensive side, with his 3rd long, all you want to prevent is the turnover. You did that, so it's a victory for the offense.
The Vikings are going to punt the football.
And the fair catch is made by Gurley.
The Jets, and I have to wonder, where are they going to be mentally after that last drive when they were moving the football only to give it away on an interception? How are they going to be out there on this possession?
Well, I think it's tough. I really do, Jim. You know, nowadays, quarterbacks, it seems like all we judge them on, do they throw interceptions or not? And once you throw one,
Griffin takes him down.
this might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
No time to waste. They hurry to the line. The Jets snap it at the 26. Launching it deep. And it falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
The pass play fails to work, and now it's third down. The Vikings with two extra defensive backs in the dime. Smith's going to take it from the gun. Jason Morrow makes the catch.
Well, it's fourth and short here near midfield at the end of the game. You're down by more than one score. I think it's an easy decision. There are a lot worse situations you could be in to go for it. This is one. I think all the odds are on your side. Do it, Coach.
Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The Jets turn the ball over on downs.
Well, what the coach is trying to do is trying to give his team a lift. They're down. It's fourth and short. They go for it, and there is no lift there. The offense doesn't come through. Now you hope your defense can come out and stop it.
Double tight end formation. First down at the 42. Peterson will get it on the toss. Second and 6 coming up.
Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
The Vikings have it at the 39. Peterson's met at the 37.
Peterson's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short game.
Third down. The Vikings are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. This will be a 54-yard field goal attempt. The kick, and it's through there. The kick is good. Midway through the fourth, and that field goal almost makes this game look like it's over. I know it's not, Phil, but that's a huge story.
Well, in a time like this, when you have a lead midway in the fourth quarter, you got to understand the situations no matter who's on the field. So if you're on defense, what's your number one thought? Don't give up a big play. That's the only way you can lose.
Smith's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. First down at the 31. Rhodes very nearly to the pick.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
And the ball over him for the sack.
The offensive line that time had no idea this cornerback was coming on the blitz. He timed it perfectly, and the speed and the talent to get there, and he gets the sack on the QB.
Smith's back in shotgun formation. Incomplete, looking underneath that time.
The Jets don't have a lot of options of third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Going for it on fourth down.
quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
To Marshall. The Jets turn the ball over on downs.
The Jets go for it on fourth down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Vikings step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
First down at the 24. Breaks at the tackle. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
2nd and 6. Bridgewater's on the move. Wallace on the receiving end.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
Coming up to the line of scrimmage at the 11.
The Jets will come out in the dive. 1st and 10. Adrian Peterson takes the football. Myers there to make the tackle.
Peterson is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Playing press coverage to the outside. Touchdown in the late stages. That may have been the clincher right there.
Yeah, what a game all day long. So exciting to end it like this late in the game. Man, you enjoy victories like this.
Driving extra point is good. The Jets are ready to return the kick. Jets offense comes onto the field, and even if they put together a scoring drive, there's not going to be any difference here in the outcome. Now just playing for a little bit of pride and perhaps to try to get things going for next week.
The pride's gone out the window. You've lost that already because it's been a dismal performance by your whole football team today. And I say this on the offensive side. Don't press the issue. Just get this game over.
They'll go hurry up now. Won't use a timeout. 1st and 10. Newman with the interception. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. You know, they took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on.
And they are in on Peterson.
Right call here by the coach in this situation. Keep running the football. Keep that clock moving. You have the lead. Just tell your quarterback to tell everybody on offense this. Hold on to the football and don't have a penalty where you could stop that clock.
First down, offense readying for the snap. The Jets come out in a dime package. The Vikings call a timeout. They're first. Timeout called by the defensive unit. The corners retreating. First down at the 44. Bridgewater's going to take off with it. And it's swatted away. Well, it's a a big performance in front of a prime-time audience and a sweet.
Of course, the players are not thinking about the fact that, hey, a lot of people are watching us here today in this game. But when you win, and then you sit back and think everybody was watching us, and you played well, boy, that is some great experience.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long.